This is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on News Talk 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM. Visit them online at movingindiana.com. This hour will bring you the latest news and home trends in Fort Wayne and all of Indiana. Now, here's Tony and Sam.
Good morning. You're listening now to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on 1190 WOWO and now on 92.3 FM. I'm Tony Didier. Along with me is my partner, Sam Hartman.
Good morning, Tony. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Three Rivers Festival is underway in Fort Wayne. Hopefully you guys made it out to the parade yesterday. And we're here to talk to you guys about real estate like we are every Sunday at 10 o'clock until 11. We are with Coldwell banker Roth, Wehrly Real Estate. We're the largest real estate company in the area and actually the whole northern half of the state. We're a top 100 real estate company in the nation, which puts us in the top 1% of real estate companies in the nation. Bottom line, we sell a lot of houses, and it's a transaction that most people make in their life. And we're here to talk to you about that transaction, current trends, market reports, ways you can market your home if you're going to sell, and things to look for if you're a buyer, people to contact. And today we have some great guests on the show. We will have Kevin Hunter from Windows, Doors, and More talking a little bit about doors and the entry to your home. And we also have Jamie Sullivan from Hallmark Home Mortgage to answer some questions that a lot of you may have if you're going to buy your first home or haven't bought a home in a while and are wondering if there's some programs available for you to help you with the purchase of your home. And I think we all want to hear about that. So we'll have them on later. And today we have the theme of unique wants that today's home buyers are looking for. The younger buyers, the millennials, and also just what people are looking for in homes right now. Even the move down buyers or people looking for that retirement home. And also, if you're interested in a real estate career, we're going to talk to Sam a little bit about real estate careers. Sam's our director of career development. So Sam's going to answer any questions that you may have regarding that. And, of course, you can send questions our way on Twitter right now at Moving Indiana, or go to movingindiana.com where you can contact us with ideas for the show just by clicking Contact Us in the top right corner. You can listen to the show on podcasts later on the homepage at the bottom, and you can search any home that's for sale in northern Indiana. So go there, start looking for homes. And what are people looking for right now, Sam?
Well, it's like you said, Tony, there's with a whole new generation that's coming into the home buying market, they're going to have a lot of unique characteristics and things that they want. In our generation, what they call the millennial generation, there's some very unique characteristics that come along with people our age group.
I think you just dated us, Sam. People might have thought we were 65.
Well, we are awfully knowledgeable and experienced. And one of the things that comes along with our millennial generation is that we're very tech savvy. We utilize the technology that's available to us in this day and age to create a knowledge base and to grow our knowledge base. And that is actually something that home buyers in our age group are looking for. It's tech-savvy homes. They want to see something that can be assimilated with their smartphones, assimilated with apps, can be controlled at a touch of a button. I mean, using technology is exciting. It's kind of attractive, and it's kind of shows off a little bit too.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are looking to build right now with inventory being low, not a lot of homes for sale, and that way you can get exactly what you want. But what they don't realize is, you can turn the home you have now into a tech-friendly home. You could get a thermostat that is controlled by an app on your phone. The app can also control light switches and security systems, security cameras. So that's something to think about. If you desire to do that, it can be done. So if you're interested in that, you can just go to your local hardware store, ask about it. They're putting up displays now because people are looking for that sort of thing. Also, playing your iPod through your home, plugging in or having speakers throughout your home. The speakers with the radio system, that's been there for a while, but it's kind of tired. People want the iPod to play on the porch and in the basement and in the living room. And, I like the new Bluetooth speakers that you can be anywhere in the house with your phone, change your songs right there in the palm of your hand, and then the speakers you have, set up in your living room will play the music through the speakers. So, check out the Bluetooth speaker systems if you want some technology like that in your new home. But, not only, the technology in the home, people are also looking for eco-friendly options right now. You hear all these things about going green, and what exactly does that mean?
Well, even the tech-friendly options can really roll into going green. So by utilizing whether it's a thermostat that controls temperature while you're away from the home, light switches that can be controlled by a phone, those types of things are really going to help you conserve your energy and energy usage in the home by lowering temperatures when you're out of the home, turning lights off that maybe get left on by young kids or just unsmart adults. Those types of things that can really go a long way in conserving that. So that energy conservation, that eco-friendly house and the tech-friendly house kind of go hand in hand in that regard. But there's also a lot of other eco-friendly options that can really add to the conservation of energy in your home as well.
Such as windows and doors, and Kevin Hunter from Windows, Doors, and More can probably tell you all about that, and we're going to have him on later talking about front doors. But, get those energy-efficient windows, keep those utility bills down, which helps your, income to debt ratio and, helps you keep your expenses in order, helps you afford more home, actually, because you're not paying as much on your energy bill. But also the appliances. People are looking for appliances that save on energy. They're easy to find. At Sears, H.H. Gregg, wherever you go, just look for the energy-efficient appliances. And energy-efficient washers and dryers are one of the number one things on the want list for buyers right now when they're looking for that tech, energy-efficient, eco-friendly home.
And they look so nice.
They do. They look way cooler than the ones that I have that I got off of Craigslist. So the off-white, dirty ones aren't working for me anymore. So some other things that people are looking for to streamline their home is smaller square footage. People don't just want space all the time. They want smart space, and it's hard to find in the older homes. So a lot of people building are trying to keep their square footage down, which you haven't seen in the past. People want to go big, but then the economy goes bad, and people are looking for smart ways to use their space. And not only that, it helps you keep everyone in the same room, helps with entertaining, helps you gather. The family room up front that a lot of homes in Fort Wayne have are nice if you want a formal room with some nice furniture, maybe a place to read. But at the same time, you can just put a window seat in a bedroom by a window, and that's a nice place to read. So you don't need a whole room for it, and when you're in the common areas of the home, you can be with your guests.
Yeah, this kind of comes in two different ways, with two different generations. The older generation that's beginning to retire is looking to downsize in homes, make it easier, homes with less staircases, less square footage to maintain, and things like that. So that's something that older generation is looking for. It's also something the younger generation of first-time home buyers, maybe young families, maybe buying their first home as a single person, that's something they're looking for as well, because it's something that they don't have a lot of time to maintain. Someone in the millennial generation also kind of views that extra space like a formal dining room or a formal living room as kind of just wasted space. It's something that I always thought was kind of funny, that we had a room that we had expensive furniture but never sat in as a kid. So that kind of space is viewed by us as kind of wasted space, something that we don't really need in the home. We're looking for, like I said before, more of that tech friendly, more of that more modern, more of that clean and sleek and functional look in that regard.
And even the younger buyers are looking for ranches. They're coming from apartments where they didn't have staircases, and they're looking for houses with the same thing. And a lot of times it helps with the energy to have everything on one level, not going up to the second floor. But if you're building a new home, it is true that it's cheaper to build up if you are looking for more square footage and to put a family in there. So when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about some flex space as well in the home that people are looking for, and smart ways to use the space in your home. You're listening to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show right now on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM. I'm Tony Didier from Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber, here with Sam Hartman, Director of Career Development. And if you're looking for a job right now, or some extra income, or something to do when you retire that's fun, we're going to talk to Sam later about getting into the real estate business. So this is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show. You can contact us at movingindiana.com, Twitter at Moving Indiana, and Facebook/Moving Indiana. This is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM.
You're listening to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show with Tony and Sam. Visit them online at movingindiana.com. You're listening to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show with Tony and Sam on News Talk 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show, brought to you by Coldwell Banker Roth, Wehrly Graber, Windows, Doors, and More, and Hallmark Home Mortgage. I'm Tony Didier, Vice President of Marketing for Coldwell Banker Roth, Wehrly Graber, back with Sam Hartman, Director of Career Development. How you doing, Sam?
Good to be back.
And today we're talking about unique wants of today's buyers and what are they looking for that, is different than years past. One of the things buyers are looking for is obviously a house that meets their needs, and flex space helps you meet those needs.
Yeah, we were talking previously before the break about limiting the square footage and limiting the space, the unneeded space with extra formal dining rooms, formal living rooms, but something that the younger generation is looking for in homes is flex space, some extra square footage in areas that they can kind of utilize as their families grow, as their needs change, because we do realize that home buying is not just a 1-year apartment lease. It's a commitment, and it's an investment. So they want some flex space that can be that office, be that game room, be that bachelor pad for them, and then when the family and the kids come along, can turn into a nursery, can turn into a play space, and things like that. So whether that flex space is a loft area, an upstairs, open space, a basement obviously is always one of the biggest ones of those and most functional ones of those. But that flex space is definitely something that we're looking for in that.
And the flex space usually isn't a public room right there on the main level, right by the kitchen. The family room maybe wouldn't make a great playroom right when people walk in, or a great weight room, but at the same time, a loft or a basement kind of out of the way could be a nice game room, theater room, exercise room, and even a bedroom on the second floor. Like you said, it could be the office, could be the recording studio, could be the art gallery, if you're into art. So a lot of different options. Flex space is something that buyers are definitely looking for to personalize the home, make it their own, and make it something they can be in for a long time when that family comes and when they expand. So if you're a home seller, make sure you lay out the options for people there. Have your realtor in the marketing remarks say, this room could also make a great den, or studio, office, theater, rec room, anything you can think of that you can really have your home be flexible for that next buyer who may not have the same interests as you.
That's a great point, Tony. The way that your home is currently set up for you while you're selling might not be the way that new buyer utilizes the spaces. So it's important to think about what they might want to utilize it for, what they might be able to utilize it for, and to be able to market and advertise to those potential buyers in that way.
And that's why your real estate professionals tell you to make your home as neutral as possible. And to find some realtors, you can go on our website, movingindiana.com. We have over 300 agents in northern Indiana. So if you're listening to us in a small town, we probably have an agent who lives in that small town. So we have real estate professionals everywhere. We go all the way up to Elkhart with the radio show, and also with our real estate services. We go to South Bend. We have an office in southern Michigan, Angola, Warsaw, Huntington, Columbia City. So go to movingindiana.com to find a real estate professional in your area. And also find all the homes that are available and none that aren't available, like some of the national sites where you see these homes that, you think are for sale but actually have already sold or have sold 5 years ago. But we're talking about what buyers want in today's real estate market, and flex space is one of those things, but also a home that's move-in ready is high on everybody's list right now. Not everybody has a lot of cash to put into their home to fix it up. So fixer-uppers just aren't as desirable unless you are looking for an investment right away.
Yeah, a lot of people don't have the know-how either to really work on a fixer-upper.
I know I don't.
I don't as well. I hang a couple of pictures on the wall about the extent of my home improvements that I did myself. But, the HGTV crews aren't, always hanging around Fort Wayne ready to
Why don't
remodel.
That would be so great.
I thought about that, and that would be lovely, but, they're just not hanging out in our local Home Depot or Lowe's waiting to remodel your kitchen for you.
some of those things aren't fair. They just pull people out of Home Depot. They renovate their home. It has to be up to $50,000 in renovations for seemingly no charge. And then on the very next show, you got people stressing out because they don't have enough flex in their budget and the foundation's bad and they're going broke on the next show. So I don't see why they can't just, pool some of the money together for those. But that's neither here nor there. But the move-in ready home, not everybody has the know-how, to put in the work. And a lot of times these younger buyers, are early in their career trying to prove themselves. They're working late hours. And, when they're home, they just want to relax. They don't want project after project after project. Move-in ready homes, high on everybody's list. And, what that means, doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be an up-to-date home. It just has to be something that nothing major needs to be changed right now. You can live with dingy carpet a little bit, get it cleaned professionally. But if you have, leaks in the roof, obviously that's not move-in ready at all. So, and people like to personalize things anyway. Putting in the carpet of your choice or even a wood laminate isn't a bad option at all. But the move-in ready homes, easy to maintain, less worry down the road for, changes to be made or appliances upgraded, things like that. So a good money saver, good time saver, helps you focus on your career. And, you don't want to be replacing windows and doors all the time. But if you did need to replace windows and doors, who would you call, Sam?
Oh, you'd call Kevin at Windows, Doors, and More, obviously.
That's who I'd call. And we have Kevin Hunter on the line now, president of Windows, Doors, and More. Good morning, Kevin.
Hey, good morning. It's good to be with you.
So, Kevin, we're talking about entry doors here, and there's a lot of options for entry doors. Have they changed much over the years?
Well, there's a big difference over the years. It used to be wood doors were the thing, and obviously in our region of the country, wood just doesn't perform very well due to the change of seasons. What we've seen through the years is a change over to steel doors, and from steel doors now to fiberglass doors, and those seem to be the leading doors that's used in residential homes today.
What's the best option for an entry door?
Well, again, that's a personal preference. There are so many different glass styles available. Normally, a door with half glass in it is a typical door that we're seeing in our region of the country. Something with some nice decorative glass. The gold caming is out. It's the patina, which is a black color, or a nickel caming. That's what's popular today in decorative glass that's going into the doors today.
Is there any advantage to fiberglass doors?
Well, they absolutely do. A fiberglass door is certainly going to hold up better against dents, if you will. Small children in the home, a fiberglass door is going to be more forgiving. Now, our steel doors out there, the one that we manufacture locally, is the heaviest residential steel door on the market, and that has 60% more steel in it than the doors that you find at your local hardware stores. So that makes that door considerably, stronger due to the thickness of the steel itself.
So now when you need to replace an entry door, should you pick one because you like the way it looks, or should you pick it based on how well it can perform?
Well, don't get caught up in the glitter of the glass, because the glass is very deceiving. The more glass you put into a door, obviously, the less efficient it is, because you're putting glass in the door and taking out the actual structure of the door, and that allows cold to penetrate. Now, with that being said, again, you want to pay attention to the thickness of the door. What's the thickness of the steel? Typically, your home center doors are a 26 gauge. Ours locally is a 20 gauge, and the lower the number, the thicker the metal. It's the old gauge rule, if you will. And again, the thickness of the fiberglass. What's being done as far as making sure that the jamb of the door doesn't rot out quickly, because today's wood isn't the same type of wood that it used to be yesterday, several years ago. I mean, it's just not as good. It's not cured out as well, and they're rapidly growing timber these days and cutting it down, prematurely, and that creates some issues with wood. So you want to make sure it's a good, solid wood jamb that has some kind of cladding system that keeps it from rotting out.
Do you have different types of doors in your showcase?
We absolutely do. We have 5 homes built inside of our neighborhood showcase, and each of those homes are done with front door systems, and we also have approximately 100 other doors and door glass units for homeowners to look at, and it's a great way to get started as you venture out looking for a new door system. We're open Monday through Saturday, and we're there from 9 until 7, and on Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5. We're located at 1121 West Washington Center Road, right over off of Lima Road, right next door to Don Hall's guest house.
All right, Kevin Hunter, president of Windows, Doors, and More, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Coming up next on the show, we're going to talk to Sam about real estate careers. He's our director of career development, and if you're looking for a job or looking for even a second job, some side income, or looking to retire and start a new job, real estate can be a great flexible position for you. And also, we have Jamie Sullivan from Hallmark Home Mortgage coming up to talk about some loan options for first, second, third-time home buyers. The home buyer tax credit that we had a couple years ago is no longer available, but Hallmark Home Mortgage has some options for you. So she's going to be coming up next to talk about some of those options. You're listening to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM. You can visit us at movingindiana.com to see any home for sale. You can tweet at us at Moving Indiana with some ideas that we could put on future shows, because we really do this show, for the people of Northern Indiana, for the real estate market. And if you have any questions, we'd love to answer them. You can also email us at sales@movingindiana.com, to ask a less public question, that we can just answer right away for you and, help you with your home sale or purchase at any time. So movingindiana.com to contact us. This is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM.
You're listening to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on News Talk 1190 WOWO. And now 92.3 FM. This is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on News Talk 1190 WOWO. And now 92.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show here on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM. You can listen to us every Sunday from 10 to 11 a.m. on WOWO. I'm Tony Didier from Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber, Vice President of Marketing. Along with me is Sam Hartman, Director of Career Development at Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber. And real estate can be a very rewarding career. Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber is a family-owned company. We've been in the business for over 40 years now in Northern Indiana. It's a great place to work, a lot of great people. Sam, what are some of the positives about being a realtor in the real estate business?
Well, Tony, as the real estate market continues to grow and rebound from the recession that we're coming out of, more and more people are coming into real estate as a second career, as a retirement career. There's a lot of young professionals getting into it for a full-time career as well. And there's a lot of benefits to it. Basically, you are working for a real estate company. We have, like you said, over 300 agents with Coldwell Banker, Roth Wehrly Graber in Northern Indiana. But you are basically your own boss. I mean, you are the CEO of your own real estate domain. You are making your own hours. You're making your own efforts. You're in charge of basically your day-to-day efforts. And you're rewarded by that through the service that you're giving your clients and the clients that you're gaining as well.
And you mentioned younger people getting into real estate as well. I think it's a great career for young people who have a lot of energy and love to meet people. So, I mean, you don't see real estate as a major in college, So, what kind of education do you need? What are the steps to becoming a realtor? Is it difficult?
It's actually pretty simple. You are not required to have a college degree for it. There's obviously great benefits to having a college degree in terms of the learning experiences to receive. But to actually be able to earn your real estate license and to be a practicing realtor, you basically need to do a pre-licensure course, and there's a couple of different options that are available in the Fort Wayne area for people that are interested in that. So you do a pre-licensure course. It's about $400 to complete that course. It's really you can do online sessions, you can do evening sessions, weekend sessions, what works best for your schedule and what is offered at the time. Once you complete that pre-licensure course, then you get seated for the state licensure exam. It's a pass-fail exam, so no percentages are put on it. You don't know if you're top of the class or bottom of the class. It's either a pass or fail. And by passing that exam, that's what earns you your real estate license. And at that point, it becomes essential that the state holds on to your license until you find a real estate brokerage firm that you want to practice with. And Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber would obviously be one of those firms that you could hang your license with, practice buying and selling real estate with Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber.
Now, aren't there some other dues as well to become a realtor?
Yes, there are, and all realtors have some upfront costs and some yearly costs that's expected out of them. That's one of the probably one of the biggest challenges for new realtors, is because there's some upfront costs, some fees and dues that are required of all realtors. Things like dues to actually have the realtor designation, MLS quarterly fees, errors and admissions insurance, which will be required of all agents, and all those things combined are for the year would come out to right around about $1,400 for those upstart costs. So that can be a little scary to people interested in the industry, but afraid to make that dive in. But it's maybe a $1,400 upfront cost at the beginning. But a lot of times with your first sale, whether buying or selling a home for a client, you can recoup that with that first sale. It's one sale in, and then you have the whole rest of the year to just make money on top of that and really grow your business. So it's definitely it's exciting. It's not high pressure in the sense that, people buy and sell homes when they're comfortable to buy and sell homes. It's a very large transaction. It's a very scary transaction to them, and that's why realtors are so important to buyers and sellers throughout that process for them to utilize.
Can anyone become a realtor? And if so, is there any certain type of person that is more suited for it?
Yeah, anyone that takes the pre-licensure class, passes the state licensure exam, and is able to get up and running with those upfront costs, is able to become a realtor. As far as what Coldwell Banker looks for and what would really make a great realtor is that it's a people business. You want to be well connected. You want to make good, strong connections. It's a great referral business. So having family, friends, and people that in the area referring business to you is always very important. So it's important to have someone that's not afraid to go out, make those connections, to ask people for referrals, to ask people to let people that they know that this is what they do and this is the business that they're into. So I think that's an important side of it as well.
So really, rather than putting your face on billboards like the movie I Love You, Man, really you don't have to spend any money on marketing if you just work your sphere of influence and all the people you know, correct? Very
much so. That's something that another thing that concerns a lot of people about the industry is, I have these upfront costs, and then I also have to spend money marketing houses and marketing myself. Coldwell Banker does a ton of marketing of our homes to get our homes sold quickly, and we do. We continually get them in and out. But also marketing yourself. There's so many different free resources, whether online, social media, and your personal sphere of influence is what we call it, the people that you're most connected to. That is where the majority of business is going to come from it for a new agent and even existing agents, not even from spending big money on billboards or mailers or marketing. Most of your business is going to come from those connections. And like you said, it's not really a hard sell trying to sell people more toner for their printers. They've already made up their mind probably on the home sale or purchase is a big decision they make with their family, and then you're just helping people, really. Exactly. You'd be hard pressed to find someone that just sweet talks someone into buying a home. It's a big that's a big purchase, and not everyone just has $100,000 plus laying around to make that home purchase. So it's not that hard sell. It's someone that's when they're ready to buy or sell, you're there for them, and you're there to help them through that fun, exciting process.
Definitely. And you mentioned the tools earlier that Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber has as far as, training how to sell and marketing the homes for them and marketing themselves. And you can see all those tools we have available on our career website directly at agentindiana.com. That's agentindiana.com. You can see all the tools we offer, some more about what it's like to be a real estate agent, and you can just click Contact Us, and that message goes straight to Sam. So...
That's right. If this is something you think you're well suited for, something that you've been thinking about and want to take those next steps, contact me at agentindiana.com. We'll start that process, and I can help you kind of lay out the steps going forward.
Or your email, sam@movingindiana.com. That's Sam with an S. movingindiana.com, where you can find any home for sale right now. You can also find career information about being a realtor. We're always looking for new people, so don't be afraid to contact us, even with just some questions. So agentindiana.com for the careers. And if you have some ideas for the show, you can email us at sales@movingindiana, Twitter @movingindiana, facebook.com/movingindiana. And we're going to move on with the show right now. And we're going to have Jamie Sullivan joining us on the phone. And yes, she's joining us now. Mortgage loan originator from Hallmark Home Mortgage, Jamie Sullivan. Thanks for joining the show.
Thank you for having me.
People often ask if there's any financial aid available for first-time, second-time home buyers. Is there currently anything out there?
Actually, there is quite a bit of assistance available right now, and I think with all the changes in the mortgage industry as of the last few years, people kind of have the perception that there is not funds available. And one of the great programs that we have available is called USDA. And that program used to be a farmer's home loan, but they've changed the name. It allows the buyer to purchase a home with zero down. The seller can pay and help with closing costs and prepaid, so virtually the buyer could come to closing with little to nothing down. The only caveat to that loan is that it must not have a Fort Wayne address. So it applies to all of the properties surrounding Fort Wayne. Other programs that are available, we have Next Home Program, which offers a 4% assistance to the buyer, and that can be on a first-time home buyer or a second or third-time home buyer. We also have programs available through local organizations such as Pathfinders, which provides city funds and government funds, state funds, for first-time home buyers. Most of these programs, mind you, do have income limits, and they do have certain criteria that the first-time home buyer would need to follow, but typically a first-time home buyer is going to be within those ranges and not have a problem qualifying.
Are those loans you would have to repay, or are those more like grants?
They are not loans that you pay back, but typically they will have each loan will have a time period that you need to live in the property. For example, with the Next Home Program, the one that provides the 4% down payment assistance, you must live in the home for 2 years. You will be required to pay back a portion of the funds that they have given you.
If someone is applying for a loan now, how do they find out if there's any aid available for them?
I would say the best thing to do is to sit down, make an appointment with a loan officer, sit down and talk to them, because one other important aspect of this is what your credit score is, how you've been able to manage your credit up to this point. And if your credit scores are in good order, then you're ready to go, and the loan officer can help you kind of dig through and work through that maze of the mortgage down payment assistance process. If the credit scores are not where they need to be, then your loan officer would be able to sit down with you and help you get to where you need to be, offering suggestions and possibly even outside assistance to work with you on your credit scores.
Jamie, if someone wanted to get a hold of you or schedule a sit-down to find out if there's any help for them, how can they reach you at Hallmark Home Mortgage?
Direct number would be 260-416-5136.
All right, that's Jamie Sullivan, mortgage loan originator from Hallmark Home Mortgage. Thanks so much, Jamie.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that was Jamie Sullivan from Hallmark Home Mortgage. We're on the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM. We're here every Sunday from 10 to 11, and it is Sunday, and there are open houses going on later that you should definitely check out, and we're going to highlight some of those open houses when we come back from the break on the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show. Visit us on movingindiana.com.
This is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on News Talk 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM. Visit them online at movingindiana.com.
'Cause
You're listening to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show with Tony and Sam on News Talk 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show on 1190 WOWO and 92.3 FM. This is Tony Didier from Coldwell Banker, Roth, Wehrly, Graber, along with Sam Hartman from Coldwell Banker, Roth, Wehrly, Graber, your number one real estate company in the area, selling more than our next two competitors combined. If you're looking at houses, it's Sunday. You can go to open houses, just walk in, check out the place. Great thing to do on a Sunday afternoon, or a great way to start looking at homes and try to get a feel for the square footage you want, if you're not really sure what kind of square footage you're looking for. So some open houses later today. We're going to highlight some of them. You can go to movingindiana.com and just click the open houses button right at the top, and all of them are listed there. Or you can go to movingindiana.com on your smartphone and just click the open houses button, or even click open houses nearby, and it'll show you the closest ones to you right now. And speaking of close to us, even though we're not going to mention some of our open houses in Warsaw and Angola and South Bend, we have open houses in those places. And all you need to do is go to movingindiana.com if you're listening in one of those areas, and all those open houses are listed so you can see them. We'll stick with some of the open houses in the area, and Sam's got one that's going to lead us off.
All right, if you're in the Spencerville area today, we've got Greg Brown hosting an open house from 2 to 4. This house is listed at just under $650,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3 full, 1 half bath. Looks like it's got plenty of acreage for you. If you're looking out in that way, get out and see Greg today.
Also, from 2 to 4, if you're in Southwest Fort Wayne or looking at Southwest Fort Wayne, there's a great opportunity at Chestnut Hills Golf Course at 516 Club Course Drive, and John Lehmeyer is going to be hosting that from 2 to 4 today. Pretty reasonable price for that area, $359,900 for 4 bedrooms, 4 full and 1 half baths, and this home is on a beautiful setting overlooking the 13th hole with expansive pond views. Over 4,000 square feet total with a chef's kitchen with granite countertops. So the cook of the family will love that at 516 Club Course Drive with John Lehmeyer in Chestnut Hills.
At 2317 Shore Oak Pass, Sue Teasdale is hosting an open house today from 1 to 4. This 4-bedroom, 2 full, 1 half bath comes in at $296,500. So get out and see Sue today and check out this beautiful property if you're looking in that area.
Also, just to highlight our new Goshen office, we have a new office in Goshen right there on the main drag downtown. We got an open house at 20084 Stone Creek Drive in Goshen, hosted by new agent Chris Morris from 1 to 3. It's a new listing, and it's up for $349,000 with a 3-car garage, 4 bedrooms, and 3 full baths ranch. Beautiful home.
Melanie Davenport will be hosting an open house at 9302 Foxwood Passage. And this open house is available from 1 to 4 today. Get out there if you're looking for something in the $225,000 range. 3 bedrooms, 2 full bath, about 2,000 square feet. Looks like this is a new build, so get out and see what the work is being done on it.
And that's in northeast Fort Wayne off of Wheelock Road. So somebody looking northeast can go see Melanie from 1 to 4 at Foxwood Passage for a new construction home. Also, we have Andrea Patterson hosting 9813 Ballymore Drive on the northeast side of town for $139,900. This home has 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,700 square feet, one-owner custom-built Granite Ridge home on a beautiful pond lot with a bunch of upgrades for only $140,000. So with wood laminate flooring and an open loft, this is a beautiful home for your family in 46835 area code. That's 9813 Ballymore Drive from 2 to 4 today.
Jeff Hepner is hosting an open house 2 to 4 at 1210 Foxmore Run, Fort Wayne. This is 46825 area code. It's a beautiful home, got great curb appeal. It's just listed at $118,900. 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1,500 square feet. Get out and see Jeffrey today.
You should also go see Andy Zoda if you're looking for an older style home. That's just beautiful classic curb appeal. This yellow home, 2-story, stately home. It's a fantastic opportunity for a 1920s craftsman home in the Oakdale Historic District. And this house is only $107,900, and it's almost 2,500 square feet. So if you're looking for an older home with some character and some charm, go see Andy from noon to 2 today. An earlier open house coming up here soon. Recently had its price reduced, $107,900. Can't beat it. 604 West Oakdale Drive.
That home's got just as much charm as Andy does. Cindy Griffin Malone is hosting an open house from 1 to 3 o'clock at 4739 Imperial Park Drive. This is near the Arlington Park neighborhood. It is listed just under $100,000. It's got 3 bedrooms and 2 full baths. So get out and see Cindy Griffin Malone from 1 to 3.
Another older home with some character in a historic neighborhood, 4219 South Harrison Street, listed by Charla Charay. She'll be there from 2 to 4 today. The price on this home is only $69,900, and it's got an awesome front porch if you want to be out and enjoy the spring and summer days. This home has solid oak stair railing and wood floors, lots of natural woodwork, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, 1,600 square feet. So from 2 to 4 today, go see 4219 South Harrison Street for only $69,900. Get a nice old charmer.
All right, that does it for all of the open houses in the Fort Wayne area today. Not a lot of open houses available for you, but it's a beautiful day, so get out and see what's available if something sounded good. But again, inventory is low in the real estate market, so if you're a possible seller or considering selling your home, contact one of our Coldwell Banker agents about
Now's
maybe getting that thing listed. And you can find all of our agents at movingindiana.com and get in contact with one of them there. So it's definitely the time. Beautiful Sundays to get people out and check out your homes, and it's better earlier than later.
That's right, and if you list your home and have your agent host an open house, we'll read about it right here on the show, help you sell that home. So go check out some of those open houses today. I know it was a lot of information on the radio, but if you want to get all of the details on the home, see all the photos, interior and exterior, just go to movingindiana.com and click the open houses link, and all the homes that are open today will be on there, including, like I said, some that are not directly in the Fort Wayne area. A lot of open houses in Warsaw and South Bend and Elkhart today. So go check out those open houses as well if you're in those areas. And like Sam said, listing inventory is low, but that means it's a great time to sell, but it's also a great time to buy because interest rates are still at historic lows, even though they've ticked up a little bit now. So you can contact Jamie Sullivan at Hallmark Home Mortgage to get some more information about where the rates are at and how much your monthly payment would be on certain price homes, and find something that works in your budget and make sure that your finances are in order to buy that home. And we want to thank Jamie for calling into the show today, and we also want to thank Kevin Hunter, president of Windows, Doors, and More. Just a great company with a lot of selections if you're trying to get a more energy efficient home or just replace some old items or even do a full remodel. So they can help you with all that. So Windows, Doors, and More, Kevin Hunter. And again, I'm Tony Didier from Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber, along with Sam Hartman from Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber. And we want to help you with all your real estate needs. You can just go to movingindiana.com at any time to see all the homes available and kind of browse for what you're looking for. You can also create an account on there and log in. It's free, obviously. You can save the homes that you like that way, so you have a nice running list, and you don't have to research for the homes every time you log on to show someone. You can just pull it right up on your saved account. So something to consider there. You can also easily click a link to email the house to a friend, and we have a very convenient map search too, because real estate's all about location, location, location.
I've heard that.
We should say it on every show. You can't change the location. So, again, this is the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show. Go to movingindiana.com and contact us. You can also contact us on Twitter at Moving Indiana, Facebook.com/Moving Indiana. We also have a YouTube channel with actually video tours of every home we have for sale. And if you're looking for that kind of marketing and that kind of service and are thinking about listing your home, be sure to contact us at Coldwell Banker Roth Wehrly Graber. You can also call us at 260-255-5501, even on Sundays. So get a hold of us, and we'd love to help you with all of your real estate needs. And we'll be back here again next Sunday and every Sunday on 1190 WOWO and now 92.3 FM on the Moving Indiana Real Estate Show.